I can't fuck with snakes. I ain't all the way back from my people, I pray I won't fortune for fame. I'm finna turn up and get they ass a taste. I thought I was global, they screaming my name. I'm everywhere like I'm the Chicago way.
Alright, I'm gonna switch gears on you for a second here.
Okay.
Now, when it comes down to us, and by us I mean the Wave, we, in our interviews, we understand how sometimes just sitting down looking at someone while cameras recording the whole conversation can be boring, and we don't want you to feel bored.
I'm bored. I'm okay. I'm answering your question.
And I'm glad you're not bored, but I still want some more energy from you.
Okay.
Which is why I got certain questions I'm gonna be asking you, and I label them all segments because they're different type of questions I'm gonna ask everybody.
Okay.
And this first segment we're gonna give for you is called "Pain Never Looked This Good." Now, before I ask you the question, I'm gonna ask you another question. Are you a fan of Anne-Marie?
Yeah, I listen to her music. She got some good shit out there.
I'm glad you did. Now, did you hear that one song she dropped called "Pain Never Looked This Good"?
I don't think I listened to the full song, but I think I like heard it on top of videos and shit.
Okay, did you ever see the video?
I don't think so. Probably a clip of it.
Oh well.
I don't know.
Well, shout out to you, Anne-Marie. Without you, I wouldn't be able to come up with these questions. Now, I personally saw the video, and when I saw it, I was mind blown behind the video. Now, we're gonna think a little bit critical here. We live in a male-dominant society to where we think that just because women are beautiful, that they live life as if it's peaches and cream. But in actuality, women may go through either the same thing males go through, or even worse. But just because they're a woman and they're a beautiful woman, we happen to think they never been through much, and that they're actually living life like it's a walk in the park. Now, I watched the video, and I ain't gonna lie. When I first saw it, first off, everyone can agree that Anne-Marie is beautiful. Even she herself will tell you this shit, obviously. But when I watched the video, it reflected a lot about her childhood, and I saw that she grew up with her mother, who had a boyfriend who was fake abusive, and to defend her, she would often grab a knife and get ready to help her mother, which is a good thing. And at one point, later on down the line, when she became a teenager, her mother kicked her out. And I'm sorry if I got this wrong, but also in the video, she was fake homeless. Then I think she moved in with her uncle or something like that. And the uncle wasn't really much of a good uncle. But even though all the trials and tribulations she went through, she became a superstar. But because she's this beautiful superstar, we often deny that she had a past life. Right. And the music she put out is music that everyone is entertained by. But because it's entertainment, we don't think that, she feel like how we feel. Right. And I have my fair share of talking to rappers and everything, so I understand that I feel like y'all feel, you feel like I feel. Right. So to get on to the question, you would say you're a beautiful woman, right?
For sure.
But just because you're beautiful, that doesn't mean life was just a walk in the park, right?
Right.
So with that being said, if you're okay with talking about this, by the way, I don't want you to ever feel uncomfortable talking about something.
No, I'm good.
Is there anything traumatic that may have happened to you in the past that still haunts you to this day?
Me personally, I wouldn't say so. I think everybody had like bumps and roads of their life, and I think what made me appreciate life is seeing other people, such as Anne-Marie. The things that she went through, I didn't have to go through. You get what I'm saying? And that's like, that's where you open up your sympathy in your heart, your compassion. You just realize how good life is and how much to be grateful, because it's a lot of people that went through a lot of trauma. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm grateful. I wouldn't say I went through nothing like super traumatic or nothing like that. I think like just losing friends at a young ass age. I think I lost like one of my closest friends when we was like 15 years old, and that was like super new, because people wasn't dying back then like that. Like people wasn't. It wasn't how it's like now. Like people getting killed left and right and all of that, and bad car accident. No, it wasn't like that at all. So and he had just died from an enlarged heart. So that was just like, you know, that was super traumatic for me. I think I haven't been the same since then. I became a whole new person after that. And she seen me, she watched me like go downhill. It was just like super hard to understand. Like, damn, and he was like the sweetest soul on this earth. And I'm not saying that just because he gone. Like, he was genuinely a sweet ass person. Like, had something like that happen to him. So, and we was young as hell. So like, that was super traumatic for me. Like, that fucked up my headspace.
Have you ever been discriminated by society for wanting to do this, but because you're a woman, they want you to live by the stereotypes?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think any move that I make it on my own. I don't really give a fuck about like what people got to say about me or what they think. So anything that y'all see me doing now, I'm doing it because I want to do it. No one's in my ear telling me, oh, you need to do this because A through Z is doing this, or you need to do this to keep up with them. No. If I'm doing it because I want to do it. Simple.
Okay. And the last question is, well, in regards to this topic, do you ever feel like just because people see you smiling and happy that they don't understand the struggles that you go through as a woman?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's with everybody, though. I think a lot of people, that's why, like, when people commit suicide and shit, people always be like, oh, you was just happy and you was just normal and you was just on the internet smiling. You know, it's easy to paint a smile. And people go through shit. I got, like, one of my friends, she texts me every morning, good morning, how you feeling, blah, blah. She over there in the corner, she ain't want to get in the camera, but, you know.
Shout out to you, friend.
That like, mean to like, you know what I'm saying? And then recently, like, I've been seeing her every day, like, so it's just, like, really just tapping in that inner space, checking on each other, because you never really know, like, people portray an image, they smile, you got some people that don't want to bring their struggles on you, or whatever the case may be, so.
Okay.
But, yeah, a lot of people be thinking, because, oh, you smiling, that you happy inside, or you not. But, as of this moment, like, I'm super, like, I'm genuinely happy, and I feel like I fought for that for so long, so now that I'm actually happy, you know, I ain't letting shit interfere with it. Nothing.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because well, this is me speaking genuinely. I would hate to hear that you're going through it, and I'm glad that you're happy, because it's not many people that we've interviewed that said that they were, and when we asked if they wouldn't mind talking about it, they was uncomfortable talking about it. We don't want to pressure nobody.
Yeah, nah. Don't get me wrong. I have my days, but overall, I'm good. I'm stressed about nails and hair and shit. Like, what's my next hairstyle? What if I ain't stressed about, you know?
Well, so, but even though you're happy now, there was once upon a time when you weren't, right?
Yeah, for sure. Probably like a year ago.
Well,
2 years.
Despite what happened 1 or 2 years ago, look at you now.
Exactly. Nobody can't complain.
And that's why Mama Million, I'll be saucing it, my bad. That's why, for you, you're a beautiful woman. And when it comes to you, despite anything that you went through in the past, pain never looked this good.
For sure.
Now, just because pain never look this type of good, doesn't mean that it's just what you want to think it is, you know? Which is why in this next segment I call it, looks can be deceiving. And because we live in a world where women like you are indeed beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with you being beautiful, of course. But that don't mean that they can just assume that they know them just because, and they know what they like just because they're just an attractive person. Now, do you ever feel like just because you're beautiful, which you are, and I'm pretty sure everyone, yourself and your fans, friends, family can all vouch for you are beautiful, that we could just assume just because of that alone that we know you? Yes or no?
No.
I'm glad you said that, because I wouldn't say I know you, at least not yet, because we're talking right now. So since the answer is no, why do people think that they can tell you who you are just because you're pretty?
That is. I feel like it's just. I feel like it's about your appearance, the way that you carry yourself, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I don't really be off the judge and shit. Like I think because now I'm on my pushing purity journey. I'm trying to be like this pure person.
Oh, pushing purity.
Yeah, I'm pushing purity heavy on pushing P. Get with the motherfucking move.
Pushing P.
I'm pushing P right now. I'm
pushing P too. The P stands for peace, but I'm still with the purity.
Yeah.
I'll support that movement.
So like, you know, I'm just trying not to like be in my old ways. Like, oh, this bitch think like, no. I'm just like, you know, people had a day. People had bad days. So that's probably just the day that I met you on that you such and such. So that's why I'm not really trying to like. I don't really do that, but I think a lot of people judge. People think that they know somebody off of their appearance.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it is. Like you could think you know me. People probably think, oh, she's bougie, blah blah. Oh, why? Because I was dressed bougie that day. I was sitting bougie that day, bitch. I'm bougie that day.
You really think that?
You know, like, oh no. But I let them have everything.
But overall, you know who you are, and no matter what you look like, they can't tell you who you are.
Exactly.
Period. And that's why looks can be deceiving.
For sure.
Now, remember what I was talking about? How I want these interviews to be fun and more energy from you?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? We're about to see if we can get more energy out of you.
Okay.
So, would you rather do your research or homework?